LordFluffy already at a disadvantage because his game time is at 0.4, whereas Monger's is at 0.3.
Wow, I think both of them started at exactly the same time. Almost. Monger needs to be adjusted just a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, Fluffy being extra careful with his Klungo cutscene skip, and makes it. That was a really low Klungo cutscene skip. Holy crap.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
We almost jumped back into the trigger after getting it.
Monger having some problems getting up onto the stump.
Both end up opting for backflipping up.
Yeah. Or, as we say in the crowd nowadays, had problems with his Mohill jump onto the T stump. Alright, my timer for Monger is at 53, 54, 55.
Oh, mine's at 53, 54, 55, 56.
Okay, I'll just pause for like 5 seconds. There we go.
We got a green. Monger is not canceling the text.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Okay,
they both got green. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so my timer for Monger now is 1:17, 18, 19, 20.
I'm about a second ahead of you.
Okay, that's good. Good enough.
Monger thought he was on Xbox for a second because he was holding down the A button. I could tell by the text moving fast. Fluffy getting lucky with that Hail Mary scatter shot at the end there.
Yeah.
A little late on
Ooh,
his...
Monger trying to shoot his eggs a little bit too far back. Doesn't give Klungo enough time to go forward. He's right behind him and he gets him. Okay. So
Klungo 3, Klungo would just be like sprinting way ahead of him.
Yeah.
It's really hard to catch him like that.
Monger with a little bit of a delay on Fluffy here. Fluffy jumping down the slope.
Give me a heart attack.
Monger's got a weird pitch on his music inside Klungo there, but...
Oh, really? I have both streams muted.
Okay. Alright. Fluffy going for Trouble House.
Whoops.
Holding up a little bit too early. He needs to get a little bit further away from the house, and he gets it. Monger back
does the
up.
T jump. Looks good, and he gets it.
Yeah. The backflip up onto the rim of the house is like the Omega T jump. Making absolute sure that you're getting up there. But I don't think you can get up there unless you're in Talontrod anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't actually know. Monger's struggling with these text cancels, I think.
It's a good thing we don't have Mumbo Token in here. He'd be all over that.
Oh. He's right
Oh,
there.
he said it in chat, all caps, text cancels. He knows. He felt it, and it called him into the race stream.
Ooh, Fluffy. I don't know if he was just holding B too late, or he doesn't know that you can just hold B as soon as the screen freezes, and it'll cancel the cutscene on the first frame.
It looked like he might have been trying to mash B there, but...
Oh, it's something... That's something I used to do when I was new. I'd be like, why the hell is he always able to get it on the first frame? This doesn't make any sense. How is he that perfect? But...
Fluffy getting some text from Goggles as well. Monger's on his way.
Camera.
Yeah, ran into the wall. I thought he was gonna get
that text.
I thought he was gonna get the text cancel too from the way he was walking through the thing, but managed to jump.
There's a little more to the left. I think he might have gotten it. Far enough away on the right side.
Alright, time for plateau early now. See if Fluffy can get it nice and quick.
Fluffy does it with a similar angle to SHM. It's the second time I've ever seen that angle used. It's back to back.
Meanwhile, Monger with the patented GDO tutorial method of getting up. Although it's not really patented. Fluffy with
It
a
is
little bit of a
trademarked, though.
thick angle here.
I would readjust if I were him.
Yeah. Or at least move
Lord
over.
Fluffy's
Yeah, there
also
we go.
Kinda,
Wow, both
Fluffy
runners.
definitely caught up a lot there.
Yeah, both runners entering GGM at the same time. Monger caught up. Fluffy is already ahead. Yeah, definitely a faster GGM from Monger. Just how it goes, though. Now we got a close race. So let's see how they handle their run around the GGM notes.
I'm gonna really try and pay attention. Oh, he tries to do just one full jump over the note nest.
Yeah. Both of them opting to do the same strat. Monger taking a very large,
I don't know.
large trip around.
They're both doing like the same thing.
Yeah.
He gets a 7, Monger gets a 4, 5.
Yep.
Using jumps.
That's the same thing that Bex did in her race as well. Meanwhile, Monger just
eats.
just
He
flaps
gets into
out.
talent trot.
It's in talent trot. It's funny, like they both had such different waterfalls in the way they did it, and they're about the same. They're about the same time apart as they were going into the waterfall.
Monger has 1 health. Did he? I forgot to pay attention to this again. Did he take a damage intentionally in Klungo, or?
I didn't see him take any extra damage in GGM, so he must have taken the 1 damage in Klungo 1.
Oh yeah, remember he was trying to poop the eggs and he got hit, so I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah. So. I
Let's
mean,
hope he recognizes that he has 1 health.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
If he took an unintentional
isn't-
damage there in Klungo 1, it's a good thing. Fall in the waterfall only takes away 3 honeycombs. Definitely seen a couple accidental deaths because of missing health to that fall in the tournament so far.
That was a nice Globo grab. He grabbed it like as he was sliding towards Wumbas.
Monger
Okay, he kinda
overshot
got
the door.
It wasn't as bad because if he had gotten in loading zone right away, I think he would have gotten a laggy angle, but because he got caught up for a bit, the camera had time to turn.
Monger talking to Wumba 1 extra time than he needed to. I think he tried to like roll into the pool like right away, but wasn't quite holding up on his stick. So he ended up just talking to Wumba again.
Nice.
Either way, it's still a close race between the two.
I tried to do like a swag roll backflip into the pool before and like started the backflip too early, so I just backflip over the water and just look like an idiot.
Fluffy taking
I'm
the
going to the
immediate
right
damage.
side, and he just completely forgoes the.
Decides maybe take a damage on one of the TNT sticks going in.
I'm missing something because if he kills the TNT,
Yeah, he's gonna have to leave. I hope he takes a damage on the TNT stick before he detonates.
or just he could just blow himself up once.
You could do that too. Just hope he doesn't try and do that too close to the TNT box.
If he's struggling with the notes.
Oh yeah,
There he goes.
there's the damage.
So maybe he just doesn't really know how to deal with the Billy Bob quite yet.
I mean, even what Fluffy did, he didn't even worry about the direction he was getting hit in. He just kind of
Yeah.
ran straight into him.
Fluffy running all the way to the far side before jumping in, and he's running up against the wall.
Didn't have to ride up too far though. Monger's starting his detonator levitation now.
Yeah, you want to get in the water like on the right side.
Yeah. Monger
If you're getting
jumped in.
closer to the spot, you can rise up to the surface and not lose any time.
Yeah. Monger jumped in the water a lot further forward than Fluffy did, but the difference between their two strats there is Monger held a neutral stick when he rose up, so he like hit the surface real fast. Still had to wait for that time, but still made it all the way up.
We giving a thumbs up. Save on the flap beak bust. I don't know if that's what he always does, but even sometimes when I know the jump's gonna suck, sometimes I'm just too stubborn and I just try to go for the rat-a-tat anyway and don't make it up. It takes a dip anyway.
So, this could be an interesting race, looking at their two splits right now. LordFluffy has any percent time of 47.35, and Monger's PB is a 51.36. But right now, Monger is a minute 48 ahead of his PB. So
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he's had nothing but gold
I also
splits
noticed
this
that they
race.
both like very similar mistakes. Like they both fell into the water after talking to jam jars.
Yeah. Fluffy accidentally jumping on top of the boulder. Definitely troll you sometimes, especially when you're jumping into it in Talon Trot.
Monger also jumping on the boulder for a bit. Doing a little dance. Let's see what ladder strat he does. Okay, he also waits. He waits a really long time.
Yeah.
The slide off, so that's good.
Yeah. The longer you wait for the camera to turn around, the easier it is, I feel.
He does the beak bust and doesn't get the talon trot. See, I think that's slower than the rat-a-tat.
Yeah.
I don't remember by how much because it was a while ago when I timed it.
The
Monger just
rat-a-tat.
flew all the way up.
The rat-a-tat is also something that's you have to be like right at the very top of the ladder when you jump off in order to get the rat-a-tat. But if you're too close to the top of the ladder, then you just hop off, and then you have to.
And maybe that's what happened to Monger.
You have to do the beak bust anyway.
I think it's like right after I see Banjo's feet, the ledge. I think that's when I jump and I usually get it.
I use a visual cue with Banjo's head hitting the top of the ladder.
A nice lamp jump though by Monger.
Yeah.
It was a nice rat-a-tat cancel onto it.
Fluffy's out of GGM already. Monger's going to be joining him pretty soon. Pretty close race from the two runners so far. Monger getting another gold split, almost 2 minutes ahead of his PB.
I got caught on the rope there. If you split on NGGM, you have a segment timer, you can press A when the timer hits 2.5 seconds, and that'll actually jump you off the rope right away. Or you can just like land
Fluffy.
right away, maybe do a roll.
Fluffy a little bit too far to the right on the slope there. That's going to be a good egg shot. Monger now setting up his beautiful, beautiful lineup job. And that's going to work just fine. A little bit of extra time to line it up, but I think overall saved time on LordFluffy's fire switch. And both players make it through their first set of Jam Jar silos.
First Jam Jar's gauntlet. Fluffy doing a little bill drill for the fans. See what angle he gets. It should be good. Yeah, no troll angle.
Yeah. It's like LordFluffy uses his chin to cancel text with the L button. Saw him hold up the controller there and kind of
I think
Kind of hit
JC
his shin
Tomo.
against it.
I think JC Tomo does the same thing. Personally, go with the thigh method.
Yeah. I used to use the thigh method until it started really hurting my wrist.
Oh, really?
And then I switched to the rubber band.
Yeah. If I didn't also use the same controller for BK, L1 and BK all the time could be problematic.
I mean, you can just take off the rubber band to play BK. But I feel
That
like
takes
it's also good muscle memory when you're switching between the two games.
So ingrained with the thigh.
LordFluffy finishing with a 90 MT puzzle, and I actually didn't see the timer on Monger's side.
I didn't see either of them. I was too busy talking about thighs.
Don't tell conditioner. LordFluffy says, bold prediction, LordFluffy will fail pillar jumps. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's just gonna fail him on purpose so he can say he was right. It's cheating.
I feel like betting against someone who's betting on themselves is a dangerous game. Especially when they're
I'll bet
betting that they're gonna
$100
fail.
that LordFluffy won't fail pillar jumps. How about that?
I'm sure he'd take that bet. Alright, both players out of Jiggy
Ooh.
Wiggy now.
I thought the Grunny Dactyl was gonna Fluffy there.
Came pretty close. Both players are going to be doing Jade Snake early at the same time, so if either one of them makes a mistake, then it's going to be an instant lead swap. Well, if Fluffy doesn't make a mistake, it won't be a lead swap, but very clean Jade Snake Grove early.
A method. Very nice.
Fluffy opting to look to the left a little bit when doing his Jade Snake early. I really like that.
That just make like the gap bigger?
Yeah.
Or something?
Gives you a bigger gap to fly through. And I don't think it's... If it's any slower, it's like fractions of a second slower. Just because I guess you have to...
the same thing that Bex did.
I guess you have to beak bomb a little further to get into the loading zone, but that's about it. Alright, LordFluffy running up to do his snake. Let's see what kind of strat he'll employ to not get knocked back by the snake. There's one thing in this run that I'm really terrible at. Is not getting knocked back by the snake. Fortunately, Fluffy gets knocked back. But he got a gold split on his snake, so.
Yeah, they both kind of... Oh, he's in the ramp? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, a little bit too far back.
There. I noticed they both kind of... I prefer to rat-a-tat slightly earlier, even though you have to go through the whole animation of the rat-a-tat wrap. The air longer. Because, like, you can cancel the rat-a-tat, like, onto the Jiggy to land, but it's really risky, because if you're, like, just short on the jump, you just wake him up while standing right in front of the Jiggy.
Yeah. Both players waiting a little bit before beak bombing up to their... Oh, dear!
Both landed.
Yeah. Monger waited a long time. He's gonna have to cycle around back and pick up the Jiggy, going up the slope at the bottom, or at the top.
To finish that thought real quick, you can, if you try to go for like the rat-a-tat cancel on the Jiggy, you can like collect the Jiggy but wake up Slumber at the same time. So Slumber will just kind of stand there for a while. Cutscene as if you woke him up, but since you collected the Jiggy, he doesn't have a Jiggy to eat. Soft lock, but if you wait long enough, like 10 or 15 seconds or something, you regain control.
Oh. Didn't that happen to you once? Or it happened to someone?
I shot him multiple times.
Oh, okay. I've never had it happen to me, but...
I've seen it happen. I think Batman's done it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It just, like, plays out the entire length of the snake cutscene, but you're just standing there doing nothing.
Yeah, he's not doing the animation or nothing. Fluffy jumped from the bottom of the bridge, and I was kind of hoping he wouldn't flirt because I wanted to see if he would take fall damage.
After this race is over, that's probably like the first thing I'm gonna do. Monger now with his patented zoom in the camera to do flies.
He's putting the goggles to use. I like it.
Yeah. Now LordFluffy's on his prison code. Oh no! Accidentally puts in the wrong code.
Oh, potential 4th try code.
Yeah, he's going for 3rd try code here. Yeah, it's 4th try code. Of course. Oh wait, no, he does the codes in a different order, I think.
He did the sun code first, but I think when he messed up the second one, he might have skipped that one and just hoped that... I'd be wrong. I wasn't paying that close attention.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I knew what he was doing, but then he
I
just
think,
kind of...
did Monger forget?
No, yeah, Monger's looking up his next code. You can always tell when they're looking at the code combinations because they just kind of sit on the switch for a second there.
But yeah, it's not gonna make it onto the boulder.
Yeah.
Fluttered just a little earlier.
Alright, Monger makes it in to back to GGM to go grab his Jiggy. Meanwhile, Fluffy's on his way to go do pillars. He did predict that he was going to fail it once. I believe Univin said several $100s. He'll take that bet.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to hear. I don't think you have any proof of that. I think we were both talking.
Looking good so far. Ooh, that might have been a little early. Yep, just a little bit early. Didn't quite aim for the corner.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I think he was probably like holding up, but then he hit C left, which made Banjo turn a little bit.
Yeah. Monger's now just starting his pillars. Oh no, Fluffy missed pillars
Monger
again.
probably,
That's all he was
Monger
practicing
got
before
that.
the race started.
And C left at the same time, which just makes you crouch and turns the camera.
Yeah. They were almost synced up,
Hell,
but...
I mean.
Oh no, Fluffy's missing his pillars. Monger took his time, but waited just a little too long to do his flap.
It's not a straight camera by Fluffy, but... Ooh. That was a interesting one.
And Fluffy makes it up. He's out of pillars. Monger waiting just a little bit too long to beak bust again. It's dropping down just a little too low. All of Monger's jumps have looked really good. Ooh, yeah, that was way too long to flat. Monger is underestimating this. Oh, looks like he's going down. He's done with pillars. He's going to knock them down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was an accident or not. I knew there was someone in the tournament who like doing it the intended way. At least he's doing it fast. He's using grenade eggs.
Yeah.
I like that. He also fluttered into the swamp. Not sure. I think it's pretty. You can just do a jump off this double pedestal and then do a roll backflip to carry that momentum into the swamp. Despawn, it should work out.
Monger's taking his pillar all the way to the bottom. He doesn't want to do one pillar jump. Fluffy's starting his GGM puzzle now. An 82.
Doing a backflip onto it. Monger really likes his backflips, I've noticed.
It's the easiest way to get on up. A get on up.
Ooh, that was cool. He like let go of Z to get a talent drop, but he pressed B just soon enough.
It didn't fully cancel the animation. I love doing that. It's just enough time for you to like kind of grimace at yourself at like, I'm such an idiot canceling talent drop like that, and then all of a sudden it's saved. Alright, Fluffy finishing his Witchy World puzzle with a 78.
I like this layout that Monger got, except for that one piece on the left. They can't all be great.
Yeah. I mean, now is the perfect time to grab it with that piece right in the middle there. Still not the greatest, but... See, that's one of those puzzles where you just, like, see it happen and you're just like, I want to try that. I want to try that puzzle. Yeah. Alright, one more puzzle left to go on Lord Fluffy's side.
Gotta pay attention to the resets this time. Give the viewers the information they really want to hear.
Yeah.
Are their resets. Oh, I hate those bottom pieces. Those are the trolliest ones. There's like literally no way. I'd rather just save them for the end when the picture comes like more together. It's all the bottom ones.
Yeah.
I think I don't mind the Witchy World puzzle because it has a lot of like bold colors. Aside from like the top row with the blue sky.
Yeah, when you get
Everything
pieces
else,
that are all sky. I don't know. For me, it's not so much the puzzle itself, it's just the hand. It's the hand on the Witchy World puzzle. I mean, like, if I'm gonna be real here, the MT puzzle is probably my least favorite out of the first four puzzles, just because it's, like, not very many pieces. Like, when you see that puzzle split up, you know whether or not you're getting, like, a 91 or a 92.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just can't not.
Fluffy waited until he saw like the next cutscene start, which is gonna lose him like around a second and a half over an optimal reset. Green fades completely to white, and you wait 2 seconds. Like as soon as the timer hits 2, that's when you can reset.
Is it 2?
If, yeah, I aim for 2.
Okay. I usually aim for 3, but I never actually knew the actual time, so...
Fluffy kind of stood there for a little bit before the puzzle. I hope he doesn't use an audio cue for his resets. I wonder if he's just going to play it safe. Wait till the scene starts. The cues. If you like get messed up on in between puzzles, it can lead to off.
Fluffy makes it around the fruity. Ooh! I don't know how he went under that. I have absolutely no idea how he didn't take damage from that coin.
He gets the silo first, then the note?
Yeah. It's because LordFluffy grabs the extra note nest by Madame Grunty, so he doesn't have to do the...
oh, okay.
So he doesn't do the swim. So he's going to run down, grab the note, and then continue around the tent for the rest of the notes. Loses a little... Opts to try and run around the coin instead of jumping over it. But yeah, it loses a little bit of time in Witchy World, but at the same time it makes it a little easier to do the swim. So if you're not entirely confident over whether or not the eels are going to come to play, then you don't have to go for that note, and you can just swim directly into the loading zone. That looked very far to the right.
Monger stood at the menu for a long time before entering the file. That was a press A to play the GAM. A to play the PL, or press
Fluffy
A
aiming
to
too
PL.
far right.
Yeah.
There we go. Needs to be a little more to the left. But he's completely set up his DCW now. All he needs is the clockworks and the cutscene. Meanwhile, Monger is going into Witchy World for his first time.
Still on PB pace. This is pretty cool. There have been PBs in the tournament, right?
Oh yeah. There's been a couple PBs in the tournament. I think Connor got his PB in the tournament. SHM got a PB in the tournament. I think Zaffication's got a PB in the tournament as well. When's my PB? When am I gonna PB in the tournament?
You had like close runs to your PB?
No.
In the tournament yet?
The closest run I had was the last run that I did against iCup. I got a 44.03, I think.
It was like, wasn't that the best run of the round or whatever?
I think so. Or the tournament, I don't know. I don't think anyone's gotten a 43 yet. It'll happen though.
Probably is the best one though, or best one then.
There are a lot of runners who could potentially do it. Emo just got a 43 yesterday, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Not in the
It's
tournament,
been
but
popping off.
yeah.
Notice his tweet got like 40 likes too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just shows how many people love any percent.
Or the tournament actually has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Definitely made the category more interesting for me to watch. Fluffy
mean-
getting the sign.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think the tournament was gonna get 24 entrants, but I'm glad it did because I wanted more people to like run the game, experience the game. Feels good in like the community too, seeing all the runners practicing and all that stuff. Monger on his way back to Plateau. Fluffy with quite the lead here now. He's gonna have to do some major flubbage in order for Monger to catch up. But we just started the swim, so maybe I cursed the run. I hope not.
Yeah,
But let's see.
Should be good.
Fluffy with a good swimmer on the octopus.
Do you have a cue for when to turn or whatever? Because I actually count strokes. Like from the moment I start swimming, I actually count strokes all the way down.
Oh, I forgot to change the title. Thank you, Secret Humor Man. For some reason, it's also asking me to log in too. Something logged me out.
I think I count to like 21 strokes or something, and then on the 21st, I just like make a hard turn to the right. And I do like 1 or 2. Ooh, the eels. Oh, I thought Fluffy was in first person, and the eels were like in front of him. And I was like, how did he not get hit? But he was actually in third person.
Okay, there we go. Title updated. Nobody told me. But yeah, for the octopus, I just try and swim like a C, like in a C pattern around his face. And then once I hit a certain point around the octopus's face, I just turn and face directly at the loading zone and swim straight forward.
Monger probably trying to give himself more time.
Yeah.
Swimming on the surface over the spot, then diving down, as opposed to like diving down and then kind of swimming at a diagonal to the tunnel. Technically faster to do the latter, but yourself more time. Fluffy got a gold split.
He's got a couple gold splits this run.
I think he swam right up to the ledge too, which is really nice.
It always feels good when the eels leave you alone, and you're able to just do that.
So I think Monger's definitely grabbing this no nest. I can tell just by his camera.
Monger has lots of air bubbles too, so.
Oh
no, he missed.
It.
Uh-oh, he's gonna have to grab an extra note nest.
Good call on just leaving it alone.
Yeah. If you go back for that note nest, I'm pretty sure you don't have enough air to make it up to the top. Oh yeah.
They both do it in third person. Turns away from the ledge so he doesn't accidentally grab it.
I think Polly does a lot of
swimming
and flying in third person as well.
It's BK, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it. He's just used to third person.
That's what I think it is. What were you saying about holding a direction?
I think even if you're facing away from the ledge, I think if you're holding up towards it, Banjo will still grab it anyway.
I think it just takes longer. Because, I mean, like, eventually, like, if you're next to the ledge, there's a little bit of a weight if you're not facing it. Like, I always turn and face towards the camera before I do my beak bust up there, just so I don't grab the ledge. So, and I usually never grab it because I try and beak bust as soon as I can. Alright, LordFluffy finishing his clockwork.
Did Monger grab a note nest already? I think he's good on notes.
Yeah,
now, right?
he grabbed the note nest by Jollies.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the fastest note backup. Because I mean,
yeah, I think I heard that.
The next closest one would be probably by Cloud Cuckoo Land entrance.
Yeah, that's not out of the way at all.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also like super laggy getting back.
Yeah.
But I think it's the next closest note nest outside of Jollies. Right, both runners getting red potion for their Klungo 2.
Means they have the same pattern. Green, red. Not a bad pattern.
Yeah. I would take green, red in a race.
Like 2 seconds off of like a green, blue, or blue, green. Munger's not going to get this push though. He's too far to the left. Want to be like in between the green.
He's gonna get
like,
shoved
lines.
out like right away. I can never remember exactly where to stand for this one. Yeah, Klungo like barely even touched him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like right in the center of that right dirt line. Like that dirt track. That was kind of cool. He was like walking up the slope. Let's check out Fluffy's menuing. Oh. Yeah, you gotta press A to play the game. See it all.
What do you see when it's optimal?
I think it's just like press A to play the. You don't even see the second line. I don't actually remember what it looks like on the bottom text. I know I said that last race, but I was like, I don't even remember if that's what I look at. I look at press A to play the game.
I think on the bottom text for when it shows your game time, you see the hour every time, I think. But usually when I get the text, I never look at the top text, I always look at the bottom text. And usually I see like I see like the first hour, and then I see the first number after that.
I think I said bottom text last time, but I meant top text. The G and game pop up if it's good. That's just because Fluffy cursor is like on the first file instead of waiting until use the middle one. Not a huge deal, but that was a good text cancel though.
Chills and straight into my heart.
And you just got some bits. I think he was in Mealwood.
Yeah. Fluffy doesn't have his desktop audio muted, so we heard that delightful alert along with text to speech. So if anyone wants their voice heard, donate LordFluffy some bits and you'll hear it on the stream. Anyway, Fluffy's starting his fight now. Using just fire eggs.
Monger taking the bottom path until the hand was on the file.
I always take the bottom
Not
path.
a big deal, I guess.
It's the same speed, isn't it?
Oh no, I'm not talking about the up or down path. I was just talking about pressing A.
Oh.
I don't think there's a difference between top or bottom.
See, the reason I take the bottom path on the way back is because I think it's just easier to see Banjo's hands start to move up from the trash can. Because like I said, I time the A button press when I delete my file, so when you go back into your file after setting up DCW, seeing the hand like immediately leave the trash can and go up kind of like makes me press the A button faster, I feel.
Yeah. And also the reason I use bottom path as well is because I'm always afraid I'll press A too early and I'll start my middle file.
Yeah. That happened to me in my previous 100% PB.
You went for top path?
I didn't go for top path. I save and quit after the Zubba minigame, and I reset my controller because you know you have to hold R and like press start to pause the game, and because my L button's held down by the rubber band, I reset my stick.
Oh yeah.
So I save and quit, and then when I was pressing A to get back into my file, my hand moved over to file 2, and I had to save and quit out. So my DCW, or not my DCW, my minute file has 6 seconds on it. And it was also a 30-second time loss in my PB.
And what's worse, the 30-second time loss or the fact that your minute file has 6 seconds on it now? Both dudes are doing fire egg solo strats.
Yep. So far, Fluffy hasn't had any big mistakes in his Hag 1 fight. Casually dodging the lasers. Trying to be as lagless as possible. I almost want to start running around the drill here. I feel like every time you let the exhaust pass like the front of the screen, it gets so laggy. So if you like stay next to the drill and run around it, like not having the exhaust port facing you, I feel like it could save time on lag, but I really don't know how to do that part of Hag 1 optimally.
I just sit by the edge until, like, as long as I can.
I did too, but again, I just feel like it lags so much, even if you're just on the edge.
I think, because I'm used to it 100%, I'm usually, like, on a different corner away from the drill anyway, so
Yeah.
It's usually off camera for you at that point. I was saying, I think I've heard people say that, like, the rapid grenade strat is, like, you have to do it while with spells and actually hitting her and enemies and whatnot. I think what could help is, like, you can just go to the ordnance storage lobby, you can practice the inputs there, then once you, like, get the inputs down to muscle memory, then you can take it to the replay menu.
Yeah. I always practice in Target Zan's lobby.
Yeah, that's a good spot, too.
Oh, this reminds me. I don't know if you saw this the other day, but I can't remember which race it was, but someone was doing the 40 to 30 phase. Or the 30 to 15 phase with blue eggs, and Grunny only shot... I think it was only with fire eggs, but Grunny only shot 1 bolt.
Ooh, definitely didn't see that.
Yeah. It was one of those raise eyebrow, I wonder if you can do that again things. Should dig that out. LordFluffy trying to get little grips on where he's at so he doesn't get hit. Ooh, the Ugger was right there. And I don't think the Ugger's dead, actually.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's got to go collect health.
Yeah, just ignore her, just get the health.
Yeah, there we go.
Anybody done
One
that?
more egg.
During a cutscene that Hag did once? Did you know about that?
Huh?
During the phase right after the battery phase, if you like hold R and either C left or C right, Banjo will like slide around the arena during the cutscene.
Oh yeah, that happens.
He like
early on in the
rotates
fight.
around to face him.
All right, Fluffy finishes his Banjo any percent race time with a 48:48, with a time of 48:48. And Monger's still on PB pace, but he didn't cancel
Monger's
the
still not
text.
canceling text.
But yeah, watching Banjo like go around the ring like that is really funny. It's been a long time since I've seen it though.
One time I tried to do that in a run, I actually died. So I don't know if it's the best thing, because you never know where you're going to end up. I like ended up right underneath the drill.
Oh.
Where I couldn't hit her. It was like during a dead no DCW run, I was just doing it for fun.
Oh, was she just like shooting directly down into the drill at you?
Or something like that. My first death to Hag 1 in a run. From a super slide. What a legacy.
Alright, I should switch audio back to Back to Monger.
Ugger got the nice lag reduction. I noticed Fluffy didn't do one of those. The one he like killed an Ugger and had the camera facing the battery completely. I think Monger forgot another text box. You can cancel the one right before he starts firing at you.
Yeah.
That's an easy one to miss, because you can't skip the ones before that.
Alright, Monger has good aim here. He could still get out a PB by a couple seconds. Just needs to have really good aim.
Shoot the bitch.
Gets pummeled by one of the Uggers. 36 seconds left.
It's fine. I think
On
his
his
health's
split
fine.
timer.
He has at least 3, so he should be fine.
Yeah, the Uggers are nowhere to be found, I think. Well, one of them was... Oh yeah, they're
Really
on the
far
other
away,
side
though.
of the arena.
Yeah, I think being really far away is making it harder for him to hit her.
Yeah. Alright, one more shot.
Nice.
And there we go. Finishes with a 51-22. A 13-second PB for Monger in this race.